Welcome, Screaming Eagle hockey fans. Welcome to Saturday Night Hockey for your Screaming Eagles here at the Blue Sports Stable in Superior, Colorado, where your Screaming Eagles are facing off against the Coyotes.
It should be
Coyotes
easier to
win the draw.
call Eagles versus Coyotes tonight.
Much better than last night's with 2 Eagles. I was sharing with Brian here, this team is made up of a lot of high-skilled players from some of the club teams that they don't get onto up here, so it's a top-notch organization. These games are usually quite exciting. Monarch and this team, the Screaming Eagles, faced off in the championship game for the finals last year in the CPHL season. And just a missed opportunity by Landon Green there in the middle, but it's recovered on the far side there by Jack Mackinnon, who sent it around deep, wrap it around for Elijah Fisher to step in and try and hold it in. It doesn't. And it turns over at the blue line by Coyotes. Turn from Eagles to the Coyotes, back to the Eagles, back to the Coyotes. And the Coyotes are regrouping their zone, and they get it out. Coming through for the full steam ahead, full head of steam that would be. They took a side shot there. I think the goalie got a piece of that. Sounded like pad to me.
Yeah, a little earlier in this game to get their first shot versus last game.
Yeah, we didn't see shots for quite a while.
It's close to a breakout opportunity there.
They didn't recognize that as a shot, so it must have been off to the side. Stanley sends it over to Chen, who sends it back. Sent up and out of the zone by Sorensen. Battle at the red line there by Charles, Dawson Charles. Sorensen goes in, turns the puck over. It's picked up by Hirschfield. He's going to go in and backhand it. Gets a second chance off the goaltender's pad.
2 great
Nothing
shots
coming in there. That was a tough decision. Hirschfeld tried to he either had to shoot or pass it. He had a man open there. Ooh, he just takes a big shot to the back. There's Ronan Hirschfield getting hit. Puck gets stopped in the crease, in the slot there. Eagles had it. Goes back to Coyotes. Now it's back to the Eagles, and it's chipped up and out of the zone. Bodane goes in to try and get it, and it's dumped back into the Eagles zone. Coyotes set it up. Send it out to the point. Shot off a stick. Goes off the glass. Stays in play. Bodane gives chase. Can't get it anywhere. It goes back into Stanley, who sends it to Chen, and Chen sends it up and off the boards to get it out. And that might go for icing here, and that will be an icing call. I was a little surprised there, Brian, with that going so high up off the glass that it went that far. But
yeah, you know, that third line had some good production last night. Great goal by Scott from Bodane.
And then they were in there. Scott threw the puck to Jimenez.
Another good one.
Because Politi was sitting in the sin bin. Jackson wraps it around to Jackson King, wraps it around to Jackson O'Donnell. Got a pair of Jacksons out there. We've got J.D. Packer hustling up the ice. Sends it around for King. Bevan jumps in. Got numbers over there. Coyotes wrapping around behind their net. They're looking for an out. I feel like there's good pressure by the Eagles down in that zone, so that's a good way to start out.
Yeah, it has
having
been.
them on their heels. Battle going on the boards, on the close boards by us. It's kind of hard to see who's got their stick on it, who doesn't. Bevan gives chase. He's going to wrap it around hard. No. Battle along the near boards for that puck. Got some
fierce cross checks going on there.
Packard's going to just keep kicking it up the boards with his feet till he gets to the blue line. He does not get it out, but that was a great idea by J.D. Packer right there. I think he was just soccer kicking that up the boards in that scrum there, Brian. And
it was kind of a no-man.
Got to the edge of the blue line. Hands it off for King. King tries to backhand it up the ice and gets hit just as he's taking the attempt there. And Lucas Jordan in net tonight for the Screaming Eagles. A little bad turnover over there. And Lucas Jordan faces his first shot and just sends it to the side. Keeps the puck moving. That almost comes out, but it stays in. Coyotes send it in deep. King will get there first. Coyotes come away with it. They get a shot on Jordan.
Oh,
it's loose in
two
front.
good
It's low.
saves there.
Two great saves by Lucas Jordan there on that one. Had my heart skipping a beat there for him. I don't know if those goalies' hearts skip a beat or if they're just like used to that, but Jenkins, great spin move there to get it up to Landon Green, tosses it around his guy. Comes back up on the stick on Sorensen. Sorensen looking to see if there's somebody out front. Nobody. Oh, that's Maddox Charles. I'm sorry. Here come the Coyotes with a 1-on-3, 1-on-4.
Good back check.
Got good numbers there. Great work by the Eagles there on that. They turn it over, but the Coyotes still have control of it. And they're come up and out of the zone. Landon Green trying to put pressure on his player. Comes to Elijah Fish. Elijah sends it across the ice to Chen. Excuse me, Jack Mackinnon. And the Coyotes coming in 3-on-5. There's going to be a shot, and Lucas Jordan will just smother that.
Good pressure by the Coyotes this last minute or so.
Currently, the shots are 4-2 in favor of the Coyotes. That's kind of how I seen it. I think both those shots came on Ronan Hirschfeld's attempt down there, and the face-off whistled back. False start. Number 11 on the offense. Drew Jenkins ties his man up, and so the puck is dug out by Elijah Fisher. Sends it over to not Maddox Charles, that's Dawson Charles. Got to keep these Charles boys straight. Call him Dawson and the other one Maddox. Oh, pass attempt hits the skate of a Coyote player. They're going to take, blocked in front there by Elijah Fisher. Sends it into the corner. Coyotes come out of the corner with the puck. They look out high. They get the puck out to the point. The point shot is wide. Comes around to a Coyote player. He's going to... Thought about dropping it back in the corner, but they didn't have him. But they did get it out into the neutral zone. Nice chip out there by Hoyt Sorensen. Elijah Fisher leaves it for Jack Mackinnon. Mackinnon sends it up for Dawson. Dawson gets it out in the neutral zone. Coyotes send it in off sides and have to clear it. Mackinnon up to Dawson. Comes off of Dawson's stick and picked up by a Coyote player. Nice shot there. I'm not sure if that was on the side of the net. Lucas got a piece of that. Number 12 has nobody to send it to, so he just sends it to the open ice down in the corner, and everybody goes for a change.
Yeah, wholesale line change. Just hoping to see a better pressure here by the Screaming Eagles.
Nice little chip there up into the air for a near turnover, but it didn't happen. That should be picked up by the Eagles. Sent the other way, nobody there. Monarch turns, wheels into the zone, sends it all the way around. Picked up in the corner by number 19. He's got 3 Eagles on him. Lucas Scott picks it up, sends it over for Connor Palady. Palady hustles up, protects it, leaves it for Eddie Chen. Eddie Chen gets into the neutral zone. Coyotes send it in offsides again. It'll be picked up behind the net by Roger Stanley. Stanley sends it over for Chen. Chen gets it up to Palady. Palady looking for a man. He sends it out to the neutral zone. Bodine not able to get there, but here comes Palady again on the turnover. Palady goes in. He shoots from out high. Hits a Monarch player in the skate. Gets turned over both ways in the neutral zone again. There's some ping pong hockey going on. There's another shot by the Coyotes on Lucas Jordan, who just smothers it into his belly and stops the play.
Some good, really good, fierce pressure by the Eagles earlier, and since then it's been all Coyotes.
For you folks out in TV land, I'll stop talking about the shots on goal because our magic man Michael Shaw from Shaw Hockey Productions has the shot clock showing for you fans out there in TV land. You can see the time remaining in the period, the score of the game, and the shots on goal by each respective team. So what more could a hockey fan want than to watch on Shaw Hockey Productions channel this stream out of Superior, Colorado?
Makes our jobs up here in the booth a little bit easier, Brad.
Exactly. So the Coyotes go across the ice. A shot from out high doesn't get through. Bouncing though in front of the crease there. Jimenez ships it up and out of the zone. Goes for it. Tries to get a hit, but kind of loses that end of the deal. It's probably just a little balance thing there. The other guy was leaning forward and Evan was leaning back. Pass over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking. He just sends it up nicely off the boards for Jenkins. Player tries to take a hit on Jenkins. That's a hard one to do right there.
Yeah, that wasn't going to be quite as successful as it was against Jimenez.
And that's clear to the corner. I think they were just getting gassed and wanting a line change or something. So looked like a planned throw it the length of the ice moment right there. Puck will come back down to the Eagles zone with a face-off off to the right of Lucas Jordan. We'll have Andrew Jenkins centering this face-off. We've got Landon Green, Maddox Charles on the front with Andrew. Jack Mackinnon, Elijah Fisher on the defensive pairing. Chipped up to Landon Green. He's going to try and turn and send it out. He loses his balance and the puck. Coyote player comes in there. There's a scrum going on. Landon Green comes out with it. He chips it up for Jenkins. Jenkins brings it in on the left wing. Sends it across for Charles. Gets a stick. Oh, still loose out front. Let's see what Maddox can do with this one.
That's a little better sequence there for really good pressure.
We saw last night Maddox Charles knows how to stick with the puck to the last minute. He jammed that one in that was sitting against the post. Threw it out front for Jenkins. Nobody there. The Coyote player just says, I'm going to hand this to my goaltender and pause this action. Great replay shot there from Shaw Hockey Productions. Face off. Oh, sent right over and a shot by.
Oh, what a save. I think the
Dawson
player
Charles.
got a stick in there actually.
Wow. Goaltender's lost his stick. He's able to find it now. So he's got, nice pass across the crease to Dawson. Dawson trying to skate through traffic, loses his handle on it. And now we've got Coyotes with control of it to bring it out of the zone. Pressure put on by Sorensen though. Keeps it at the blue line. They get on sides and he goes in with, I think Dawson came out and I think he went back in one step too early.
This should be a replay of that goal. Let's watch this. I think the player saved this.
Dawson comes, takes the shot. Oh, second, yep. That puck was rolling towards the net and the Monarch player swept it out with his backhand. Good catch on that, Brian. That was ready to roll in. Jenkins pushes the puck forward into the Monarch zone. And that'll be an icing on the Coyotes. So we'll bring this down. Be off to the Coyotes goaltender to the left. Been enough stops in play. The Jenkins line's been out there for a little bit. They're not having to skate too much. They're just kind of battling for the puck down there. Jenkins sends it into the corner. He comes out with it, loses the handle on it, but he's going to get there first, win that puck battle. He tries to send it out to Landon Green, but a Coyote player picks it up. We've got numbers, and the Coyotes come out with a cross-ice pass. Comes into the zone.
Down.
Referee takes a fall on his backside. That never feels good. That ice is hard. Coyotes outnumbered behind the Eagles net. Brought out by Andrew Jenkins. He's going to take it into the end. He's going to get it poked off his stick by the Coyotes player, but he recovers it.
Oh, so good.
He's so good with that. Sorensen
So
tries to take a shot from the side of the net, and let this be held on to by the goaltender.
Yeah, you see the power of Jenkins down there. That big defender, number 88, I think it is. Jenkins did a great job of skating by him and really got a shot off, I think.
88 looks a little taller than Jenkins, but not quite as strong as Jenkins. The center that just stepped in against Hirschfield's big guy. Face-off won by the Eagles. Shot from the outside by Dawson Charles. Gets on net. Rebound comes out. Coyotes have it. Nice job by Hirschfield keeping it in right at the blue line. What good hands. Sends it into the corner. Dawson Charles goes in. Sends it for the slot. Hirschfield still got a stick on it. Turns over Coyotes are setting up to come out. They can't find an opening. Great back forecheck down there by Ronan Hirschfield.
Yeah.
Making that guy circle back the other way. That's what you always want to do, is keep them deep in their zone. Puck turned over in neutral zone to be taken in by Dawson Charles. Dawson's going to rip one from out high, and the goaltender just makes an easy glove save on that. We get a line change on both benches. 10 sets of legs going off, 10 sets of legs coming on. I'd like to tell you that there's 5:47 left in the first period. The shots are 7-7 and the score is 0-0, but it's all right there in front of your face. Coyotes coming with a head of steam, bring it into the zone. Takes a backhand shot, bounces off the side of the cage, picked up by Lucas Scott in the corner. He tries to chip it off the board, loses that one, picked up by a Coyotes player. Coyotes send it out high. Man's looking. Scott giving pressure. Scott and Jackson double teaming him down there. They get it around to Politi. Politi up off the board. Scott's going to hustle up, pick that up. He's got Bodine on the left. He's got a left wing, a right wing. Scott with a backhand up and over the net. Great setup by Bodine. They connected last night for a beautiful goal. I thought we were going to see that again. That shot was just a little high over the back of the net. The Coyotes set up to come out while the Eagles get a line change. Got 3 new forwards out there. 15 brings it in. He throws a shot towards the net. That's far wide. King's going to send it up to Packer. Packer almost gets it out. That player stopped that right on the back edge of the blue line. Chen's going to get there. He's going to dump it deep for King. King overskates the puck. Danger. It's out in front. And at least we had numbers. They didn't find the puck and put a shot on net with that one. Now there's a shot on net. And Lucas Jordan gets it in his glove and then loses it. And 11 skates in a little too fast and hard for Eddie Chen's liking, and Chen lets him know about it. You'll be able to see that reaction from Eddie Chen here in this replay from Shaw Hockey Productions. When that number 11 came in, Eddie said, "Not on my watch."
Yeah, keep away from my goalie. I mean, we saw that last night, Brad. That guy went into our goalie hard.
Yeah, hit him in the head.
Yeah, they got to.
Lucas Jordan, a sophomore coming up on the team for the first year. Playing excellent in every game he's played so far. I think he possesses a couple shutouts. And just looking really good in net, and the players give him protection. There's Elijah Fisher. I think he keeps himself on side. We have a linesman standing right on the line, so that was all good. Green trying to get it out to the point. Doesn't quite get it there. Oh, nice little stick work by Green. Makes the pass come off the player's stick weird. Coyotes get it dumped in deep and go to work. Fisher's going to hold his man off. The puck is sitting there open for somebody to step in and help out and take it out. Who will take it out? Will it be gold or blue? Coyotes going to bring it out on this near side. Oh, it comes off his stick a little too hard. Picked up by a Coyote player. Gets it out to the point. Oh. Shot comes in. A lot of traffic in front of the net. Lucas still sees it, and he finds it and covers that up after it rolls off the side of the cage.
Yeah, those are the hardest ones for the goalies. They're not the hardest shots, but they can't see them.
There was so much traffic in front of the net. He got it through the legs, and Jordan saw it at the last second, but then the rebound was scary as it popped up, and as you could see, it rolled off the side of the cage, and he jumped over there and covered it up. So great work by Lucas Jordan on that play. Hirschfield out for the face-off. Stanley and Chen on the defensive pairing. Chen's going to wrap it around for Charles, but it gets a little too far out of him. Coyotes dump it in deep. Pick it up behind the net, send it for the slot, but it's intercepted by a Screaming Eagle. Sent to the neutral zone on a no-look pass and recovered by the Coyotes. The Coyotes are going in. Are they Coyotes or Coyotes? Ooh, that one was, there's just enough room out of Lucas's reach there. That could have been a situation there. Sent out by Ronan Hirschfield to the neutral zone, picked up in the Coyotes zone. Back to Sorensen. He's going to get that in. He does with some hard work at the blue line. Sorensen still battling for it. Stanley steps in, picks up.
That's good work.
Goes deep into the zone by that blue liner, and puck bounces out onto the Coyote stick. We've got a 2-on-4. I like those odds. Coyotes wrap around behind the net. Can't get the puck out front to anybody. Lucas Jordan just bangs it back in the corner when they tried for that crease pass. Puck goes out high. Dawson drops his stick, picks it up, gets on the man. Oh, great pick up there by Hoyt Sorensen. He's going to bring it through the neutral zone. He's going into the zone with a head of speed. He gets rubbed off the puck into the boards over there. Good defensive play by the Coyote player there. Puck picked up on the speed with Jackson O'Donnell coming in there. Puck's still in the Coyote zone. They do get it out now on that pass, but it's picked up by Landon Green coming in off the bench. Puck sent up for Drew Jenkins. Picked up by Maddox Charles. Maddox tries to go around the guy, loses his handle, but he comes over, gets the puck himself, sends it in deep. Picked up behind the net by the Coyotes. Maddox Charles there, pressure from both sides by Charles and Jenkins. See where that puck comes out with Jenkins' stick. No surprise. Jenkins looking, he turns and takes a shot on the spin move there, but doesn't get it on. Landon Green giving chase behind the net, trying to force something to happen there. Jenkins comes in on him. Charles is on him. O'Donnell on him. Sent back behind the net to the Coyotes. Can't get a pass through to the right guy. There's a puck's just kind of ping-ponging around out there. Not much happening. I think that's going to get on net, so it won't be icing. It's good for the statistics. Shot came in. It was easy to save. Sent up to Charles. Charles to Jenkins. Jenkins can't quite catch that one, so it ends up on a Coyote stick. They make a good stretch pass. 15 being held to the outside, drops it to number 8. 8 takes a shot. Great leg stretch by Lucas Jordan there to make the save on that one. Clear, I think there was a thought there might have been a high stick there, but the ref gave the all clear mode, and somebody just took a shot to the arm. That was Jack Mackinnon. That stung. He headed for the bench. That didn't feel good. I think it caught him up on the humerus. That was not a funny matter. The puck goes up and out of play, and we will have a face-off in the Coyote zone. Ronan Hirschfield taking the face-off. Up, they're bringing it outside the zone. The offsides dot over there. I think that'd be determined by whose stick was the last one to touch it. The rest must have deemed it was a Screaming Eagle stick, so they bring it in the neutral zone. Sorensen throws that puck on net. Hirschfield goes to work. Battle down in the corner, sends it around where Eddie Chen. I have to race over and get that. He does, keeps it in with his foot. Pressure by the Eagles on there. Here's Hirschfield with a shot from the low angle, causing the goalie to still have to make a save.
Yeah, it was a good play down there by Charles. Popped out to Hirschfield. Good shot on goal there.
There was nobody out in front for him to really get that to, so that was his best shot. He's a left-handed shooter, so that works in his favor to take that low angle shot because he's still a little to the outside. So Hirschfield will step in for the face-off here in the Coyote zone, off to the left of the goaltender. Hirschfield sends it over to Charles. Gets it back to the point. Eddie Chen trying to get it in. It hits a player, comes out, goes in. That's causing an offside.
And that was a pretty even matchup that first period, Brad. Play was going both ways. I could have seen a 1-1 score, 0-0, 1-0. A lot of possibilities after that first period.
That was a fast period. I thought they blew the whistle for an offsides, and it was actually the buzzer for the first period going off there. So time flew by when I didn't have to talk about shots so much because of the great work by Michael Shaw of Shaw Hockey Productions, putting the entire scoreboard live on your screen.
He took it to the next level for this broadcast.
The magic of Shaw Hockey Productions is if the scoreboard in the house can show it, so can Michael Shaw. So this home of the Rough Riders and the Boulder Bison has a very nice rink. The fans are all sitting in cushy leather seats with drink holders. Waitress service, QR codes on the back of the seats to bring you your refreshments. It's like being at the Ball Arena.
It is. It's a little better than South Suburban Rink 2 with that aluminum seating that you never quite feel good even after the next day.
Yeah, cushy leather seats, and their scoreboard reflects player numbers, penalty times, shots, scores. It's a beaut. And Shaw Hockey Productions bringing that to you live on your screen, in the comfort of your home, on Shaw Hockey Productions YouTube channel.
Well, it shouldn't be too long, Brad, until Shaw Hockey Productions actually has a Jumbotron and a feed up there from this wonderful camera work that Michael's doing. It'd be nice to see some of those replays. I mean, we have them right here in our booth, but imagine if they were up there on that scoreboard.
I would think that more of these venues would install those for him to broadcast the replays on. Yeah,
You'd think so.
I'm going to have to work on that. We'll advertise Shaw Hockey Productions down around the frame of it and all of that. So here we go in the second period. Drew Jenkins, the face-off battle, and the Screaming Eagles will come out with it. Drew Jenkins takes it into the zone, stops and turns, sends it for Chen. Chen loses his handle on it. It comes back out and goes into the Screaming Eagle zone. Lucas Jordan will send it around behind the net for Roger Stanley. Chen sends it around for Charles. Charles looking to get it out. Has nobody to send it to. Tries a backhand chip up off the boards, but it doesn't get out and recovered by the Coyotes. Now Charles and Jenkins to get that puck out. Nice swipe of the puck by the Coyote player there to take the puck off of Jenkins' stick and force a turnover. The Coyotes will send it in deep behind the Screaming Eagles net, where to be picked up by Roger Stanley, who hands it off to Maddox Charles. Charles sends it over for Chen, who chips it up into the neutral zone. Picked up by Drew Jenkins. We're going to have a one-on-one here. He gets around the defenseman. He gets collapsed on by two Screaming Eagles before he knew what happened. And here comes Maddox Charles. He dishes it over the stick. He gets in. He can't get a shot off before he gets across the goal line. Puck comes out, nobody there to pick it up. Jenkins takes the man over to the boards and puts a hip check on the referee, linesman, and then goes for a change. Sorensen sends it around for Fisher. Fisher gets there, tries to chip it past the player. He does get it up to Hirschfield. Hirschfield gets it out of the zone, picked up by Sorensen. Sorensen one-on-one, toe drags it. Oh. And he loses his handle. He was trying to get over where he could get it on his forehand. The left-handed shooter, and he was coming in from that left side. We've got players on the ice battling for it. Back to Sorensen. He's going to rip a shot. I think the goaltender had to deflect that a little bit. Goes down. Lucas Jordan comes out and plays it, sends it up to Jack Mackinnon. Mackinnon throws it up to Sorensen. Sorensen uses his speed, blows past the player. Sends it for the pass to Hirschfield, who can't get his stick on it. And I think the ref is going to call a penalty on that. And I don't know if it's going to be on Hirschfield for getting a little too close to that goaltender.
Could go either way.
The goaltender threw off his mitts. Not sure what. Did his pad come off? He's got a leg pad off. Maybe he just dropped his catcher and his blocker so that he had his hands for whatever was going on with his leg pad there. And I don't think there's I think that whistle was for the goaltender equipment malfunction.
Yeah.
They are the one exception. Players can lose helmets, gloves. But when the goaltender loses a piece of equipment or has a malfunction with it, they'll blow the whistle. That's a real safety concern with them, since people that are shooting vulcanized rubber frozen at them probably 70, 80 miles an hour at this level.
Yeah, I thought a penalty. I could see a penalty had been called either way there, Brad.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Hirschfeld hit him or if that player threw Hirschfeld down, so they had an issue with that, or the hit to the goalie. What happened there? But
then again, the last whistle was the end of a period. We thought it was an offside. So
puck comes out. O'Donnell able to keep that puck in, losing his edge and on playing that, kind of falling on it. Jimenez comes out in neutral zone with it, tries to backhand it in the zone. Coyotes can't get it out, turn it over. Jimenez gets a shot. Oh, just on the near side wide. Jackson King trying to give chase to 55. He sends it to the middle. And that was a good centering pass. A shot by the Coyotes. Jordan gets a piece of this, but as you'll see in the replay, 55 throws it to the slot. 15 shot. Jordan gets a piece of it, chips it up and into the back of the net. Good reverse angle here from the camera behind the goal. Pass out front. You can see that. I don't know if that hit his leg pad or his stick, but it definitely chipped it up and in. He got a piece of it.
Good back checks by the Eagles, too. 3 guys were pretty deep, and that centering pass was just behind where the pressure was.
Face-off won by the Eagles. Turned over. Coyotes take it the other way. Brought back for Lucas Scott. Scott throws it ahead for Politi. Politi having to chase his man. Puck was on the blue line, but it does come out. Picked up by Stanley. Stanley throws it up to Politi. Politi forwards it ahead for Landon Green. Green goes in. Gets it back to Politi. They're working the sticks, getting their boys' sticks up off the puck. Green comes around with it. He tries to send it over to Scott. Scott turns and fires and puts it in the back of the net.
What a
great
play.
feed from Landon Green.
Wow, that
to
was
throw that over to Scott. Loses it on the first attempt, but ends up burying the puck.
Oh, that was good.
Green
hard
throws
work
it
by
over.
Landon.
Oh, it was intercepted first by a Coyote player there, so great work.
Oh, yeah.
Scott turns and fires and puts that in the back of the net, making this a 1-1 game.
Yeah, he saw some great stick work there from Landon Green and gets it over there to Scott, turns and fires right on goal. That was sweet.
Landon has got hands. There is no doubt about that. Stanley picking up an assist on that. May be his first assist, first point playing on this team. His first game was last night. And that goal comes 34 seconds after the Coyote goal.
What an answer, huh?
That is the way you want to do it, Brian. Takes the wind right out of their sails. We have a turnover and a shot.
Holy cow.
Saved by Lucas Jordan. That came right back out to the shooter, who got off a second shot and had a lot of net open, but he went high and outside. Oh, great centering pass by Drew Jenkins. So I think that was Barbo Dane jumping in there.
He was trying.
And they turned over in the neutral zone to the Coyotes. Glove down by Maddox Charles, but the Coyote player gets it back on the stick. Circles around looking for help. Has to turn it back behind the Screaming Eagles net. A lot of traffic back there. Battle for the puck going on. It's going to come out to the point. That giant defenseman 88 gets it over to his guy, who throws it, and Lucas Jordan stops that. Here's Drew Jenkins. If he can get on his horse, this would be something to happen. Maddox Charles. Maddox sends it. Oh, Maddox makes the send to Jenkins. Oh, Barbo Dane busting in with an opportunity. Just can't get the trigger pulled. And Elijah Fisher will stop that. Bust in right there. Oh. That was just a little turnover that happened, and the Coyote player got a phenomenal shot off, but missed the target. It's going to come back out to him. Another shot high and off the glass. That player got 2 good shots there by just haphazard turnovers. Here comes Maddox Charles, 1-on-2. He's going to fire from outside. Hits the post, and the puck goes up and out of play.
Neat little play by Charles. He kind of flipped it to himself to give himself a scoring opportunity.
I would say on that one, 1 inch lower, Brian, and that was a goal. Those posts are round, so the puck's going to go up or down when it hits it. That one went up. Got Hirschfield taking the draw between Dawson Charles, Hoyt Sorensen, Jackson King, and Jackson O'Donnell on the defense. Oh,
what a play.
Dawson Charles is not able to get a swipe at that puck that was going right across a wide open crease in net there. And the Coyotes send that the full length of the ice for an icing call. They come back down to the left side of the Coyote goaltender. Same players on the ice for both teams. Face-off won by the Eagles. Hoyt tries to get a shot through the legs, but it hits a skate and kicks over to the side. Coyotes send it up and out of the zone.
Oh, boy.
And I'd like to talk about that situation right there. It's the defenseman hasn't been playing at this level for long, and that's where that little hesitation of not busting after that player immediately. That player had about a step or 2 on him. And that's one of those things that unless you're a really fast skater, you don't recover that step.
Yeah.
And Jackson hesitated that split second. You could see that. And you lose the puck races on those. Scott wins it back. Picked up by Chen. Chen sends it up for Landon Green. Landon gets it out of, oh, that's Connor Pleady, I'm sorry. Pleady hits him in the chest. He carries it into the zone with the body. Forces the turnover on the Coyote player there. Pleady's still battling for it with Chen. It goes in deep for Landon Green to give chase. Landon takes his man to the board. Landon still has it. He's won more points. Green and Scott working down in this corner, trying to keep that player from getting out. Scott forces the turnover. The Coyote, he had it forced and then it came back. No, they're going to call Lucas Scott for hooking. He got his stick up high on that guy and couldn't get it out. That's one of those. It's one of those. An unintentional hooking becomes a hooking call. You know, these young kids got those abs of steel, and that kid probably just like flexed a little bit and pinched Scott's stick in there. And you know, Scott to go to the box for 2 minutes, think about how to keep his stick in control. He was trying to get it out.
Yeah. It was in, you know, Brad, we're about halfway through the game, and that's the first penalty, first power play.
Oh, yeah, it is, huh? That's one of those learning moments where you got to remember to just drop your stick, let off of your end, and that'll avoid that call, right? So,
yeah, because it didn't offer any benefit to the as an offense either there. Well, you're right, he'll learn.
He said, hey, give me my stick back. Well, you can let go of it, too. So 14 sets up behind the net. Looks for opening. Got Landon Green pressuring the front end there. Green and Jenkins playing his forwards out here. Green doing a great job tying up his guy over there. He has no problem playing the body on people. Shot attempt there deflected by Mackidow's stick and goes up high over the net. Elijah Fisher is holding his guy in so that some guys can go to work and find that puck. It comes out high. They slide it over to a guy wide open. We had all 4 guys on that far side of the net, and the Coyotes did a great job of trying to capitalize on that. They had a man posted up near side here, and nobody to cover him. Eagles get a good clear. It's set up behind the net by the Coyotes. Cross-ice pass connects. 15 takes it into the zone, stops, looks. He sends it on net looking for that rebound opportunity. And it'd be sent up and out of the zone by Maddox Charles, the full length of the ice. Sorensen given. This could be trouble here. We've seen White make many turnovers. Last night he had a few of those causing that pressure behind the net.
Real good pressure on those penalty kills.
He got real close right there. He had it for a second. There we go. Nice clear by Maddox Charles once again to get that out to the neutral zone. You do not have a penalty clock though, so we can tell you there's about 23 seconds left in this penalty.
That's we need more so we can add more value to this broadcast.
Yeah, I'm glad we can at least talk about penalty times. There's a shot, save, and that's flip out of the zone, gets gloved down. Oh my gosh, there's too many numbers by the Coyotes down there in front of Lucas Jordan. Makes me nervous. Coyotes doing well to spread the ice past the puck. Chen will get that up off the glass and out. It bounced over that last man, Hoyt Sorensen, so fast. He's getting down there. He tries to throw it across to Charles. Doesn't happen. The penalty has expired. Scott out of the box. There goes Jack Bevan giving chase, putting some pressure on the outside, and a shot from out on the point. And there once again, guys getting in a little too hard on the goaltender. Always raises the emotions on the ice. That was a far shot from the point. Jordan's got it the whole way. He closes down on it. I think that player dropped down to give the one knee shot on the rebound that didn't come out. So that Bar Bodine, Andrew Jenkins, Maddox Charles out on the front with Jack Mackinnon and Elijah Fisher on the defense. Something the linesman didn't like. Blew a whistle. They'll try again. Face off one back by the Coyotes. They circle around behind the scrimmage near the net, looking for somebody out front. Mackinnon gets his stick on it and just throws it to the side, clearing that hot zone. That'll be picked up by Bar Bodine. Bodine trips. They're calling a trip on that. Player got his stick in on Bauer just enough that he went down and.
Yeah, we'll get
Bauer had his strike. Oh yeah, right there. The player swung at the puck and missed and only hit foot. If he would have hit the puck on that process, that would not have been a tripping call.
Been a good defensive play.
He did a clean contact into Bauer's left foot and knocked him down, and that brought the penalty. So now we will see the Screaming Eagles power play for the first time tonight. This comes pretty shortly after a power play by the Coyotes. These are only about 2.5 minutes apart, these two power plays. Shot deflected up and out of play. Shot from Andrew Jenkins out there on the left point.
Yeah, this Screaming Eagles power play is so deadly, Brad. They got 5 forwards out there. Shots can come from any of the 5 guys. So fun to watch.
All pretty attuned to the defensive play and forechecking, back checking. Across to Jenkins. Jenkins down low for Sorensen. Sorensen back up to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Charles. Charles looks. He sends it back to Jenkins. He's got a little space. He sends it and moves. A little confusion. Play there.
There we go.
That worked. That worked. You'll see Jenkins, after he makes that pass to Sorensen, make a drop like he's going to take the pass to make the shot. They threw it out high to Charles.
Yeah.
No eyes on him, and that puck is buried by Maddox Charles. Jenkins crashed into the net. Charles just flips it from high outside,
and
up over the goaltender's glove catcher side.
Yeah, and Brad, they were very aggressive on that penalty kill. You watched the Coyotes, and they were very aggressive on the checks, pushing up against the players, and the good puck movement. Found the open guy, and Charles buried it. That was great.
Face off comes out, thrown in deep by the Coyotes. Picked up by Jackson King. He sends it over for Jackson O'Donnell. Donald trying to find somebody to get it to. Coyotes send it out to the point. Across the ice, point to point. Politi giving great pressure.
Oh.
Lucas Scott tries to kick the puck out of the zone, and he kicks it out of the playing surface.
Yeah, he gives that to
into
Souvenir.
the stands. Little Mackinnon fan going to run down there and get that puck.
You say he picks up the puck where the first goal scorer of the game had kicked it to him. He's going to take that home.
He looked like he had no intention of giving that puck back, I'd say, Brian.
No, he's going to keep it, put it on his desk.
Scott kicks the face-off over to the wall. Politi gets there. Scott, Politi, and King all battling for the puck. Get it down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for an out. Landon Green gets it, spins away from the defense. Tries to throw it up to Scott and loses the handle on it for a turnover. They got a 3-on-1. That puck's still loose. That puck's still loose. Help out. There we go, boys. Sorry for the excitement there, fans. Landon Green turns the puck over on the boards over there. O'Donnell steps in to help. Scott steps in to help and gets it out of the zone.
Well, that's a good.
I'm sure they would like to brought that out under a little more control, but there was a lot of pressure on that play, and they just wanted to get off the ice.
That was dangerous.
There's a great save by Lucas Jordan on the replay. That puck comes right into the sweet, juicy crease, and the Coyote player can't find it. He's collapsed on by 3 Eagles players. That icing gets a line change. J.D. Packard taking the face-off between Evan Jimenez. Jack Bevan gets it up to Jimenez. Jimenez dumps it in and goes to work. Goes behind the net, picks it up on the forehand, leaves it for Bevan. Bevan turning it back for Jimenez. Jimenez looking for somebody. He gets it to the middle for Packer. Can't get anything on it. I think there's going to be a penalty on that.
That's going to be a cross-check to the back on Packer. He's hurting.
Yeah, he got him up high on that one. We'll see that on the replay here. Packer going in, makes that spin move. Yeah. I think if the player would have stopped, it was that second shot that got him in trouble. At first he was just, I think, trying to keep JD from backing into him, but then he gave him the little shot.
And JD
got him sent to the box.
It was hurting. I think it was just below where the where those pads are, so right there in the center of the back.
Number 14 of the Coyotes goes to the box. Think about a 2-minute cross-checking penalty right there, and he's one of their stronger players that I've seen out here on the ice tonight. 14 and 15 moved that puck very well.
Yeah, these guys are getting aggressive on the penalty kill. See them give up pressure.
Trying to keep the man out of front. They took a stick. I see what happened there. Hirschfield's stick got up and in the neck of the goaltender and was stuck under his helmet. And he did the right move. He let go of it.
Yeah.
But it was hooked up in there. Here comes Maddox Charles busting with some speed in the zone. He leaves it for Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld slicks across, sends it to Jenkins. Jenkins all the way across the ice to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to chip it up to Charles. Charles looks, he sends it back for Sorensen. Sorensen steps in, walks in, sends it to the slot where Jenkins was busting in this time. That play, that was a fake play last time, was turning into the real deal this time. Dawson Charles looks across, hits his brother Maddox. Maddox over to Jenkins. Jenkins to Maddox. And he has his second goal in a row.
Power play goal.
Power play goals back to back. First assist by Sorensen, that assist by Jenkins.
Such good puck.
Here we look at this on the replay. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins throws it right back to Maddox for a one-timer pass. Goaltender never even saw it coming.
With a great screen in front, too. I think that's Hirschfeld, isn't that Ronan?
Yeah, Ronan's right down there making traffic, pushes the player. Goaltender can't see anything.
What a good play.
Hirschfeld doing a great job causing traffic in front of that net in that play. I like the one right before it, though. It was the one from the other side the last time where Jenkins was the fake move that Charles scored on. That time Jenkins was going for the one-timer. Just didn't connect. Dumped in on the goaltender. That's a shot on goal. 14 back out of the penalty box now. Eagles come away with it.
Oh, good
Jack
work by
Bevan
Bevan.
makes a good spin move there. J.D. Packard picks it up. Sends it out for Jack Mackinnon. Mackinnon gets tied up, but Bevan there to help. Puck comes out in the neutral zone, picked up by Elijah Fisher. Fisher sends it over. Long stretch pass for J.D. Packard. Packard hit from behind again.
Could have been a call, too.
He's getting pounded on from the back tonight. The Packard chips that one back in the zone.
One.
Yeah, they're calling that one.
Holy moly.
J.D. just working hard tonight, frustrating the other team and getting penalties. You'll see this here in the. He's just over there trying to work that puck back in the zone. The guy checks him from behind right into the boards there.
The guy, he didn't get called the first time, so he thought, I'll keep doing that until I get called, and he did. So we get to see this power play unit again.
Coach Gwozdecki sending out the same power play unit. I guess that's how you teach a team about playing drawing penalties.
Yeah, you make them pay.
Make them pay. That was another cross-checking penalty.
Let's watch this puck movement. Oh, they're more aggressive on the penalty kill now.
They figured that one out. They got it down into the Eagles zone on this one. Little turnover happened down there in the corner. So now the Eagles are having to work in that zone. Turnover out high. It's 2 turnovers in our zone that have just happened. Sorensen picks it up.
Good play by Hoyt.
Guy is always moving. Drops it for Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld looks up ice. Sends it to Dawson Charles. Dawson Charles sends it back for Maddox Charles. Maddox looking. He sends it for Dawson. Overshoots Dawson. Picked up by Drew Jenkins. Jenkins busts in hard and fast. Sends it back for Dawson's help, but it's tied up on the boards. You got Dawson, Charles, Hoyt, Hirschfeld, Drew all in there digging.
No one's there.
Puck wraps around. That'll be cleared up and out of the zone. No, it stays in by Maddox Charles. Sends it across. Sorensen almost gets a swing at that one. Sorensen takes a big hit to the boards. Spins out of that, and there's a turnover in the Coyotes zone. They'll come up and get a shot towards Lucas Jordan, but it goes high and over. Yeah, that hit that player going off the ice. So the NHL, I think they would call that. Turnover. Maddox outskate that guy.
Good recovery.
Keep that turnover from amounting to anything, but that player still has control of that. He finds an open man cross ice on the point who would dump it in deep.
A lot more aggressive on his penalty kill this time, Brad.
Our shots have not been happening, and we are 25 seconds left on this penalty power play for the Screaming Eagles.
And they've had more shot attempts, I think. Scoring chances.
The Coyotes have more chances.
At least on this one, yeah.
Here comes Maddox Charles. He's going to just throw it ahead for,
It takes a lot to push Jenkins down like that.
I think that was Lucas Scott that was thrown down. It was. Lucas busting for the net, and that player just kind of picked him up and threw him down. Jenkins, those two, a 2-4 and a 1-4. If you don't see that first number, it's hard to tell them apart. Jenkins and Scott out there together. Here comes Drew Jenkins on a turn. He's going to have 2 guys go with him. Does a little chip off. He sends it out high for Eddie Chen. Gets knocked down by a Coyotes player. Jenkins going to the bench.
He was on a long shift there, Jenkins.
He's tired. And the Coyotes iced that. I think they're tired also. You have a broken stick out on the ice. I didn't see who lost their twig. That's never a cheap situation.
You know, on that penalty kill there, that third time they were out there, was very, very aggressive and really broke up all the attempts that the Screaming Eagles had.
That was either good talk by the players, or maybe the coach got to send out a PK unit that he talked to on the bench about what they needed to do different, because that was definitely a different penalty kill and power play situation there. So Hirschfield wins it back towards Chen, but it doesn't get there, and the Coyotes pick it up. And now Chen has it. He chips it up off the glass towards the Coyotes zone. They'll set up in their own zone, get it out to the neutral zone, and where it's shoveled in backhand deep behind the Screaming Eagles net. Eddie Chen wheels it around. It'll be kept in at the point by number 14, who sends it in deep, but picked up by Chen. Chen sends it over for Stanley. Stanley gets checked off the puck. Nice centering pass out front for the Coyotes. They take a low shot through traffic. I don't think Lucas Jordan could see again.
No.
They had a lot of traffic in there. Here comes Hirschfield. Hirschfield skates around a couple guys, and he fires wide. That was looking like a laser to the back of the net there from this angle.
It sure was.
Wide of the net. Glove down by Eddie Chen.
Good play in the blue line.
Catches the puck in the hand and sends it right down in deep, where it was picked up by a forward.
Oh, good play there.
Dawson Charles trying to chip it over to Hirschfield. It just bounces over his stick. Hirschfield has sent it in deep for somebody to pick up. Politi goes in and is on the backhand side of Jack Mackinnon there, and he could not get a stick on it. So the Coyotes have an icing call again. The face-off will come down in the Coyotes zone off to the left of the goaltender. Scott taking the drop off between Politi and Landon Green. Politi gives chase as the puck goes into the Coyotes corner. Nobody over there to stop that. Oh, Green puts good pressure on the guy, causes a turnover. Scott tries to get a stick on that. Kept back the other way by Mackinnon. The Screaming Eagles got to get on sides, and here comes the Coyotes the other way. Hits his own player's skate, which gives the Eagles some time to get control of that. Landon, that was Jack Mackinnon, tries to get it up and out of the zone, but it doesn't come out. Scott looks, he sees Landon Green. Just bad angle on the pass. He saw
Landon. That's not going to make it for us.
Not going to make it to the red line at all, no. Green made that guy go forward hard. Politi gets there. He sends it across for Scott. Oh my gosh. Scott with a beautiful one-timer, hits traffic in front, doesn't get through to the net.
Yeah, what a great play.
Puck comes out the neutral zone, brought in by the Coyotes, tied up by Elijah Fisher. Great. J.D. Backer coming in off the bench just at the right time as that puck comes to the neutral zone. He's on it when he gets there. Packer going hard into the corner against 19. Battle down low. Keeps that battle in there long enough for help to get there with him. It's got Evan Jimenez got in there fast. Puck sent around, and that brings us to the end of the period when it clears out. As you can all see, the shots are 21-14. The score is 3-1 Eagles. We're being outshot
by 50%.
And triple the score though, so can't complain about that.
No, it's a good scoring ratio.
We're going to allow you to sit here on Shaw Hockey Productions YouTube channel and watch the Zamboni make the ice nice, pretty, shiny, and slick. And we will be back in about 12 to 15 minutes. Welcome back, Screaming Eagle fans, for the third period of this exciting matchup between the Coyotes and your Screaming Eagles here in Superior, Colorado at the Blue Sports Stable.
It was a good first 2 periods of hockey, Brad. A lot of action.
Drew Jenkins takes the face-off, sends it over to the side for Sorensen, but the Coyotes come away with it. They send it up ice. They come in fast, poked away by Drew Jenkins. Centering attempt, stopped by Jenkins. Got numbers down there. Puck picked up by Drew Jenkins. He chips it up for Bodane. Bodane sends it forward to Jack Mackinnon, who loses the handle on it. Spins back to his defensive spot at the blue line. Battle for the puck going on there. Maddox Charles comes around, tries to backhand it over to Bodane. It doesn't get through, and here come the Coyotes the other way. Come across the blue line, take a shot out high between the legs, and Lucas Jordan has to make a save on that. Chipped up from Maddox Charles. Charles sends it ahead for Jenkins. Jenkins, it's always fun to just watch how his strength comes through.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here breathing fumes from the Zamboni.
I know. It's hard to breathe, Brad.
That Zamboni puts out some major exhaust, and there's a shot.
Oh,
and a great
good
glove
save.
save by Lucas Jordan. Didn't stay in the pocket of his glove. It fell down, but he found it immediately. Smothered that puck, stopped any further action. Great replay action there. That guy got all that shot off on it. And Lucas Jordan making a great save. Oh, defenseman can't keep it in at the point, so it comes out in neutral zone. Chase given there by the Screaming Eagles. Eddie Chen, first one there. He sends it around for Dawson Charles. Dawson chips it up for Chen. Chen's got speed.
Oh, they
gets
got
it out
the
in the neutral zone. Here's Hirschfield. Hirschfield passes it over for Sorensen. Hits on his skate. Hirschfield still got it. He sends it across for, great job by Stanley to keep that in. It was a little out of his reach, and he just stuck his stick out and banged it forward. That'd be an icing call on the Coyotes there. Great defensive work at the blue line there by Stanley to keep that in. That puck was a little out of his reach, and he just got enough on it to make it bounce off the glass and stay in. Line change comes out with Scott Politi and Landon Green. Got the defensive pair of Jacksons on the back there. King and O'Donnell. Landon thought he was going to get a stick on that for a shot attempt, but no, the Coyotes bring it up, dump it in deep, and go to work. Set up by Lucas Jordan.
That was dangerous.
I lost what I was going to say because I had a panic moment there.
Yeah, me too.
And Jackson O'Donnell battling on the boards over there. Jackson King going to step in and help him, sends it over for Connor Politi. Politi and King double team the player over there on the boards, and it squirts out to a Coyote player. That's picked up by Politi, who sends it for Landon Green. Landon Green takes the guy out, gets it across for Scott. Scott fires from out high. Oh, rebound comes back this way. Had Politi breaking in on the right wing. If that puck could have bounced that way. Politi working hard, comes around with it, sends it back towards the net. Rebound comes over. Landon Green goes to get it. Politi and Scott go for a line change on that dump. Comes out in the neutral zone, picked up by Elijah Fisher. Elijah gets it in deep. Goes in the corner, they chip it up and out of play, and that's going to go full length for an icing call as well. Lucas Jordan doing a great job of watching for that thing to take a weird angle on the roll towards his net, or will it go across the red line for icing?
And you know, the last thing you want as a goalie is to hold your hand up like that when there's an icing coming. It goes in your own goal, right?
Yeah.
That's you gotta pay attention to those.
Until the last second that it gets to the red line. So the puck could go back down towards the Coyote end. Oh, that comes.
Good play there.
Right off the face-off, they try to get it to the crease with nobody home. Puck goes full length of the ice for another icing call.
Another one.
So I think the Coyotes are trying some stretch breakout passes that aren't connecting and getting icing calls instead.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the Coyotes do a lot of different things here to try and get more goals up on the board.
Packer wins it over to Jimenez. Jimenez skates around, shoots towards the net. It's loose. Oh, great rebound given up there by the goaltender. Comes out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Jack Mackinnon, goes off his skate of a Coyote player. And it comes in deep. Battle behind the puck. Jimenez just wraps it, hoping it would go out.
Oh, good deflection. That was on goal too.
Yes, that was a very good shot and a deflection.
Another one.
Guy down in front working hard for the Coyotes, redirecting pucks.
Hard to move.
Bevan goes to get Chase over there. He gloves it down, takes a hit as he drops the puck.
Welcome to varsity.
All right. These kids are big from
Oh, no.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
goodness.
Get that puck out of there. Thank you. Lucas Jordan having to make 2 incredible saves there. That was a smart ice by Evan Jimenez right there, because the pressure had gotten out of control in our defensive end. They needed a break.
That was
Lucas
real
Jordan
dangerous.
standing on his head, the puck not being able to be found, bouncing around, people swatting at it.
It's a different game plan here in this third period. That was good pressure. Several scoring chances there.
Coyotes coaches did some coaching in the locker room on the break, obviously. They changed things a little bit.
Oh.
Charles tries to get it out, doesn't. We got players in front of the net giving redirects, and that's going to be a checking from behind or a tripping
That's a trip.
call.
Yeah, they got Roger on that trip. It was a 2-legged trip.
Defenseman Roger Stanley, you see that? He just stuck his stick down through his legs, forward and backwards, pulling the skater down, and he realized what he'd done as soon as it happened.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
You got to kill this penalty out. The last thing you want to do is let these guys back in it.
As they say, the 2-goal lead in hockey is the worst lead you can have, and so maybe we could see some short-handed action here. Face-off one back by the Coyotes. 14 sent across ice.
Oh, good
shot
save
from the point. Great save by Lucas Jordan. Coyotes maintaining control. Skating, looking, drop back, sent out to the high point, sent over to the low side. Back out to the point. Back down the midboards. Try in the center. It hits the foot of Jack Mackinnon there. They try again. They get that one. Luckily that one went wide. That was a good setup there by the Coyotes. Eddie Chen giving chase. Number 9 gets around him. He goes in, loses the handle on that. We got Sorensen there, comes away with the puck, and he turns to send it. Picked up in the middle by the Coyote player. He tries to keep it down low to get it past the players. Saved by Lucas Jordan. It goes over into the corner. There we go. Sorensen got that one out.
What a good play by Sorensen there.
First attempt didn't work so well. His second attempt worked out perfectly. Got a breakaway attempt there, but it gets turned back the other way, and they regroup in the neutral zone. Eagles were on a line change. Coyotes had a brief opportunity to capitalize on that, made nothing of it. Here come the Coyotes up through the neutral zone. Loses it in the skates. Kept at the point by Hoyt Sorensen. Hoyt trying to get that puck and go. Got Sorensen and Fisher battling on the boards for it, and it gets sent deep into the Coyotes zone.
32 seconds to kill still.
Jenkins and King buying some time out there in the neutral zone. And Green steps in to join Andrew Jenkins. Fisher brings it around. He doesn't get, he loses it as he comes around the net, and the Coyote player capitalized on that and got a shot off. A great save by Lucas Jordan. They wrap it around. Coyote player double teamed by King and Jenkins. Puck sent up and out of the zone with 1 second and no seconds, so they made that penalty kill successfully.
Roger Stanley's going to be buying those guys ice cream sundae, saying thanks for killing that penalty off.
Exactly. 5-on-5. Landon Green makes the steal at the blue line. He takes a shot around the leg, forced him to be a little bit wide. Here come the Coyotes, 1-on-4. Stolen away by Jenkins. Jenkins stops, turns the other way, chips it up for Chen. Chen sees he's got Jimenez up the ice, tries to get it to him, doesn't work out. Got Chen, Stanley. Stanley comes away with it. Sends it in deep from the red line. Jimenez picks it up. He can get that out front. Oh,
Bevan was there too, I think.
Bevan was there, and then he moved at the time that Jimenez threw it across the crease. J.D. Packer joins the line. Comes across for Chen. Chen's got room. He's going to carry it for a bit before he chips it up and in the zone. Comes out in the neutral zone, picked up by Landon Green. Landon Green takes it in, stops, spins, takes a shot. Oh, hits Packard cutting through the middle of the ice there. I don't know how long a player is allowed to pin somebody to the board when the puck's out in the neutral zone, but
he was testing it.
Chen chips it up in the neutral zone. Landon Green gives chase. Scott steps up to help. Landon Green turns it back towards the Coyote end. Scott giving chase. Coyotes regrouping in their zone. Scott gets a stick on that.
Yeah, good stick there.
Eagle player can't come away with it, but we got a 1-on-4 again. I like those odds when that happens.
Yeah.
Great footwork there by Jackson King to keep that puck from going any deeper. King stops it again. He's looking. He's got. Just flips it up and out.
That's a good play.
I think that hand pass by the Coyotes.
It's going all the way down there.
Yeah, that would take it the other way. I think when Jackson King flipped that up and out of the zone, the Coyote player caught it, dropped it. It was picked up by a different Coyote player, causing the hand pass.
And that's the advantage of having 4 officials on the ice. They can catch those kinds of plays. Oh.
Picked up in the neutral zone by Hoyt. He sends it over for O'Donnell, who sends it in.
That's a penalty.
A penalty on the play for inner. Did he
that's a
slashing?
slash.
That's going against Dawson Charles.
Yeah.
We can see that in the replay here from Shaw Hockey Productions, or not. So Dawson Charles goes to the penalty box, and we're going to have the second power play in this third period for the Coyotes, testing the Screaming Eagles penalty kill units for the second time in the third period. There were some close calls in that last one, and that was a great clear by Ronan Hirschfeld. As you can see, Ronan goes to the bench. He took that face-off because of where it was on the ice. It was off to the left of Jordan Lucas, and you got to have a left-handed center take that to keep it away from the net. Fisher spins, tries to throw it the other way, but it's caught down.
That was close.
In, and Fisher gets it up. Maddox Charles there to pick it up. He's got room, and he makes his hat trick. The hats are flying from the rafters onto the ice of the Blue Sports Stable on the hat trick of Maddox Charles.
That was a great play. You know what you like to see there is Charles got the puck with no speed at all. From a dead stop, he accelerated in, created some space, and what a great goal.
He was kind of standing there watching to see what was going to happen in the neutral zone action, and then it ended up on his stick.
Yeah.
And that's one of those there, too. You know, at the higher levels of hockey, that player giving chase might have just hooked him down and taken the hooking penalty over what ended up as a goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Taking their chances on a penalty shot.
It's that penalty better than a goal situation. So that was a shorthanded goal for the hat trick for Maddox Charles. And the Coyotes iced that. So we're going to take it down in front of them. We're going to be off to the right side of the Coyote goalie for this face-off. Got a minute and 18 seconds left on Dawson Charles's penalty. Brother Maddox comes through and gets a goal.
The bails him
while
out.
His little brother sitting in the sin bin. That's a nice big brother. I don't know if my big brothers would have been that nice to me. Kept in there at the line by Roger Stanley. Good work at the blue line there to keep that into Coyote zone. The longer you keep it in the power play unit zone, gets in their heads. You can't get that out. So here they come with the head of speed, pushed to the side by Stanley. Forces the player to lose a handle on that, but he's able to get it out to the point at the end. Drops it down low. Player loses his footing.
Yeah, good play.
Stanley just sends it the length of the ice, goes for a change. We'll get a new defensive pairing out here. Coaches send out Fisher and Mackinnon. Still have Jenkins and Landon Green. Landon Green staying up high up here to guard these two cherry pickers at the blue line. Wyoming wraps it around, picked up by 16. Landon Green actually ends up with it. And here comes Drew Jenkins going for the shorthanded attempt again. Overskates the puck, and it's picked up by the Coyotes and brought through the neutral zone. They whip it in, bring it around to its near side. Looking for a player to pick it up. Landon Green there on him again. Elijah Fisher trying to get it on his forehand to clear it out of the zone. A lot of battle going there.
Oh, no.
Landon Green's got it. He's looking to get it on his forehand to get it out of the zone. Causes the turnover.
Oh.
And here, big
save.
shot gets through on that. Got to get those pucks out of the zone. Uh-oh. Charles comes out of the box. He's given speed. Going to try and redeem himself on that penalty right out of the box here. We got Sorensen going to stop that puck, keep it in. Gets it over to Charles. Charles has got some space. Oh, it gets chipped off his puck. It's off his stick. And it turns the other way for the Coyotes. Going to dump it in deep. 19 giving chase with Jackson O'Donnell. O'Donnell does a good job of getting his edges in and holding off that check, because I thought he was going to get.
I thought he was going head first.
Out into the boards.
Yeah.
O'Donnell does a great job chipping it up for Dawson Charles. Charles tries to hit Sorensen breaking out of the zone, but is a little behind him. Sorensen's got it. He sends it up the ice for Hirschfield. Hirschfield's got Charles with him. Charles just misses it. And there's going to be a penalty on that play.
Another one.
A slashing call on the Coyotes with that one. So Hirschfield makes the pass across.
Oh my goodness. That could have broken the stick.
No wonder Dawson Charles did not catch that pass. He was taking a full-on axe from the Coyotes
He might
player.
need to go to the stick man behind the bench to get a new stick. That was a two-handed axe swing there.
Totally. That's a little dangerous. Breaks thumbs, wrists.
Yeah.
So Coach Gwozdecki sends out the second power play unit on this one here. See what they can do against this after that last power play. Works over to Green. Green's going to take the shot. He goes.
What a goal.
And in after the pass from Eddie Chen.
What a goal.
Landon Green throws that up over the shoulder of the Coyote goaltender.
That was
bring
cool.
a quick end.
And we had a great angle.
So Eddie Chen slides
too.
it over. Scott goes to the net to cause some traffic, and Charles just. That was defensemen paying too much attention to the two wingers that were getting in there and leaving Landon Green to just have an alley to fire all the way in.
I was doing that too.
You can see that. Like there's three guys on our. You had Bauer Bodine, Scott coming in there, and they looked at those guys. Green had a full shot to just put it up and over the shoulder to make this a 5-1 game.
Yeah, the game's gotten away from Monarch here.
Coyotes turn it in. Met with a bunch of pressure from the Eagles. Thrown up. That'd be okay. They got it. That saved Evan from the high sticking call there.
Yeah.
Knocked that down in the neutral zone. It was a good eye-hand coordination, but Jimenez with a perfect stick lift there to cause a turnover to J.D. Packard. Packard takes it in. He's looking for help. Makes a cut to the middle. And he kind of got 4-on-1 there, I think.
Yeah, Packard is really getting abused this game.
Coyotes send it in deep. Jackson King gets, Lucas Jordan slides it over for Jackson O'Donnell, who gets it up to Evan Jimenez. Jimenez coming up the ice, dances around one player. He gets enough on it to slide it towards Bevan, but it doesn't get there. And Coyotes come back the other way.
Good.
Stretch pass intercepted by Elijah Fish. Nice sidestep by Fish. He takes a shot and he goes. They waved that off. Can't wait to get the instant replay on that one. I think that might have been in. Great body positioning by Jack Mackinnon there to stop that play. Here comes Hirschfield the other way. And bodies flying around here. I'm not sure what's going on. That's kept in at the blue line off that player's skate. A lot of open ice hits going on right here right now. Hirschfield giving pressure back out to the blue line. They slide it over to some open ice. They go for the toss to the middle. And that bounces high into the corner. 15 picks it up, looks. He sends it.
Great save.
There's serious opportunity there. Great save by Lucas Jordan. Coyotes keeping it at the blue line once again. They're holding that blue line down.
This is great pressure.
Dawson Charles over there battling. It comes to Hirschfield. Turns it over, and they try to slide in there and get a shot. Back out to Hirschfield. Hirschfield backhands it out into the neutral zone. We got Hoyt giving some great pressure. Oh my gosh. Good centering attempt, but it bounces off of Eddie Chen's stick out to Sorensen. Soren gets it up to Charles. Charles shot deflects off of a Coyote stick. Hits the glass, comes back towards the goaltender who's going to catch it and hang on to that. Here's this play coming in. Jimenez with the, oh. I want to watch that one again, Shaw Hockey Productions. We'll have to watch that on the replay after the game. I think that one went completely in.
Ooh.
Eddie Chin goes over to take the man off the puck. Some business going on at the bench over there behind the play I didn't quite see, but Stanley steps in. Looks like 16 trying to take the things into his own hands, and go up, pass from Jenkins up to Beaudin. Beaudin hits it back to Jenkins. Jenkins goes in, turns,
Beaudin
throws it towards the net. Beaudin just a little short of being there. Beaudin and Charles giving chase over there. Coyotes come into the zone. Forced off the puck by Eddie Chin. Skater runs into the wall. Drew Jenkins forces the turnover. Tries to chip it up to Beaudin, but it's behind him. Jenkins takes his man into the boards, and the guy grabs his leg. Still doesn't get him down. Puck out high, shot wide of the net, comes around to the near side. Coyotes get it out to the point. Great work by Maddox Charles right there.
Looking for 4.
Good body work by number 4 from the Coyotes there to keep Maddox from getting through. Scott goes in, tries to force turnover. Coyotes get past him, come out into the neutral zone. King loses his footing. Shot, save. And I'm not sure there would. Ed Jackson O'Donnell was just kind of standing there, but the guy got upended. And I think the Coyotes player is going to get tossed out of the game for anger issues. He goes in on O'Donnell and rips his helmet off. Actually, it's on Landon Green. And refs and linesmen are having none of this. They're sending him directly to the locker room.
And this is what you worry is going to happen in a blowout win like this. It gets chippy at the end, Brad.
So player goes off the ice, slamming doors and kicking things. So I'm sure there'll be a little extra write-up on that note. Landon Green still trying to put himself together down here in the corner. We're still at currently at 5-on-5 hockey. The looks like the refs are calling up to Canada. Get a view from the.
They're going to Toronto.
They're going to Toronto to see what the call ought to be on this, and they got to assess a game misconduct on that player. They can still call some other play that could put the Screaming Eagles on the power play for the last minute and 31 seconds of this game. And
as you know, Brad, when they go to the instant replay here in these games, they go to Toronto, unlike the NFL where they do the analysis on the field. They always go to Toronto for the video replay.
They might do it in-house when they get those big jumbotrons in here to watch the Shaw Hockey Productions instant replays. But until then, they'll have to go to Toronto on those. Looks like they got the answer back from Toronto. The head referees over talking to the off-ice officiating box. They are sending a man to the penalty box, so the Screaming Eagles will be on a power play. We'll look at the stat sheet here and see what's going on. A minute and 31 seconds left. A 5-minute major roughing penalty.
Oh,
folks, in case you don't know all the penalties in hockey, when there is a 2-minute minor, if a goal is scored, the player comes out of the penalty box. On a 5-minute major, the Screaming Eagles could score 5 goals in the next minute and 1:31 seconds, and that player will not come out of the box. So Scott takes the faceoff, wins it back to King. King slides it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks, slides it back over for King. King looking, he slides it for O'Donnell. O'Donnell sees a man far side, but he sends it back to King. King takes a shot from out high, goes up high off the boards. Scott chips it over for Politi. Politi sends it back for Scott, but it goes around to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking, he's going to drop it for Scott. Scott wheels, he sees King out high. King shoots, it's loose. Oh, King's going to shoot again. Goaltender makes 2 good saves on that play. Politi leaves it for Scott. Scott sees O'Donnell. O'Donnell shoots. Oh, saved by the goaltender there. comes out, and they get it out of the zone with 56 seconds left on the clock. King comes down, picks up the puck, wheels. He sees Scott open. He banks it off the boards for Scott. Scott can't get a handle on it. It goes into the Coyote zone. Got pressure being applied, and the Coyotes are going to send it the full length of the ice. It's going to be set up by Lucas Jordan. He's going to hand it off for Jackson O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes around the net, looking up ice. Turns back the other way. Pressure by the Coyotes. They're not giving up.
No.
And puck gets dropped back. Scott's there. He's looking. He's looking. He just chips it up into the neutral zone. Get it out of the zone to be safe. They whip it back in. Jordan sets it up for King. King's going to pick it up, and the Eagles are going to go for a line change. J.D. Packard comes out. He goes in. He saw Jimenez, but he sends it through the legs, gets a shot on net. And as the clock winds down, the Screaming Eagles, with 3:29 left on the 5-minute penalty clock, the game comes to an end. The Screaming Eagles outshot 34-25, but walk away with a 5-1 win.
Wow.
A player in the locker room who will not play in their next regularly scheduled game.
Yeah, what's the rule on that, Brad? If you get a 5-minute major
and a misconduct, you are sent out. I don't know if they gave him a game, so they might have just told him to go away because he was going to sit in the box the rest of the game. So this does just say it was an unsportsmanlike misconduct. Usually they say a game misconduct, so that's when they are. I think they just removed him because he was going to be in the box for the duration. He was ripping off Landon's helmet, things like that. So,
but he'll be back.
He'll be back his next game. That was not.
Okay.
He wasn't given a game, so that's a good thing. It keeps the game in control, does the right thing. So I respect those refs' decision to handle that one the way they did, and the game ends as usual with the gentleman handshake at center ice. And that brings our show to a close. Hats off to Michael Shaw and Shaw Hockey Productions for bringing their equipment up here and setting up and giving you a great broadcast of the game from the Blue Sports Stable. Brian, thank you for your help on the mic tonight. It's helpful to have a second voice, to not have to make all this stuff up myself. Can't see everything myself.
Especially now that we can't even talk about the shots and the clock.
And this Tier 1 Mackinnon team will not be back on the air until Thursday, September 26th, when they will be playing Ralston Valley at the Sports Complex. Yes. So we will see you in about 12 days.
Yeah.
For Bradley Scott and Brian Bodine, Michael Shaw, Shaw Hockey Productions, have a good night.